All right, so we've got a Make-A-Wish video that is prepared just for Mark, our wish granter, and today's chef. So we're going to roll that here real quick, and we're going to bring Mark on.
I'm Jaquil. I like drawing, reading. I'll play games sometimes. I watch Markiplier. Most of my channel because it's like people that do games and stuff.
What was your wish?
To meet Markiplier. Yeah, he's always been my inspiration when it came to YouTube because he was the first YouTuber I started watching. I was really nervous at first, and then as it kept going, I got like really comfortable and just talking, spitting questions, whenever I got a question in my head.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing good. To be honest, I never think I'd actually get to meet you one day. It's actually surprising.
Happy to be here. Thanks for making me your wish.
That I am here for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. For some reason, this was Danelle's wish to have me come down here, so I'm really honored that you chose me to be your Make-A-Wish Foundation person, so I just want to say thank you so much.
Where I am today, and I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do, and I wouldn't be able to do these charity efforts, and I wouldn't be able to go out and visit people for their wishes if it weren't for you guys. I just want to thank you, everyone, for being there for me and supporting what I do and supporting what we do here, and just making it something really, really special.
And thank you everybody for watching. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
I don't know if you're a little dusty in your room like I am, but like that video really chokes me up. I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
hey,
man,
Mark.
I am just so sweet. I am the best. Every time I look at myself, I get a little teary-eyed too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm super excited that we all get to do this together, Mark. It's great to meet you here on screen. I really only have one question for you, which is, can I loan you a utensil?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, cool. We're going to pass the baton. So we're at almost $40,000. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, pal.
Hey.
Really appreciate it. This will come in handy. Oh, I know Tyler's in my ear. Did you guys know Tyler's talking to me? I still hear him to this day. So is it my turn to cook now? All right, thanks everybody else. Hey, you at home, what the hell? Okay? What the heck is going on? There's a charity stream going on right now. Yeah, my iPad's on my stove. Don't question it. There's a charity stream going on right now. I've called out for Kick Club, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of kicking going on, okay? I'm seeing this number, and it ain't going to get kicked up. So right now, before we even do anything at all, before we get to my mom's world-famous, universally good, impossible-to-be-bad chicken and dumplings, because if you insult it, you're insulting my mom, Gordon, you have to donate. So I'm going to donate right now. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care who you are. You go right now. You're honorary members of Kick Club right now. You get in here. You kick this donation. So get to kicking. I don't care. It's a link in the description. It doesn't take that long. I'm doing it right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing no cooking. If you take too long and my cooking's bad and Gordon hates it, it's your fault. It's your fault. Yeah. Good job, Taylor. That's quite a kick. That might be a world record kick. I don't even know if I'm going to kick that hard. Well done. Way to show me up. All right, now my ego is bruised, and I'm really not going to cook well today. All right, hang on. I'll kick harder later. All right, but get those kicks going. I just put my kick in, so you get your kicks. Get this donation goal up. That's not nearly fast enough. Come on. We trained for this. More kicks. All right, whatever. So I need to make chicken and dumplings, which just means that I need to make dumplings. So I've already got a pot here. I'm assuming I do the whole like cooking show spiel. Like I talk about what I've done and how to do it. So you want a pot, right? You want like a big one. You want one that can hold a lot of water, okay? But don't put all of it in. Don't fill it to the top with water. That's bad. Fill it like to here with water-ish. See, traditional Korean cooking doesn't believe in things like measuring or timing things. So you just kind of eyeball it every time. Every new opportunity to cook a Korean recipe is a new opportunity to improvise. So you just fill it with some amount of water. Ordinarily, I would have cooked a whole chicken. Like you just slam a whole chicken into a pot and you cook it overnight, and that gets like a lot of the bone juices into the water, and that makes it into a soup. But I didn't do that. So I got people's leftover bone juices that they condensed down into these little cubes, and I put them in the thing. And then I put some chicken breasts in there, and then I put the chicken breasts out of there, and then I ripped the chicken breasts apart, and then I put it in there. Okay, everyone following? And then you add a lot of garlic. Again, measuring's not really a thing, so just a lot of garlic, a lot of salt, and a good bit of pepper. Okay, and then you've got your broth going there. This whole thing takes like anywhere between an hour to 2 days. It just really depends. You never know what the weather's going to be like, so you just kind of plan ahead. So now I'm going to make the dumplings. This recipe is very simple. You got flour, egg, water, salt, okay? You just need these 4. You don't need any more. All this other like baking soda crap, I don't even know what it does, so I don't even believe in it. So I don't even think it works. So you just need flour, and again, you want an amount. That seems good. Egg. Is it egg or water first? Yeah, probably some water, I guess. No, egg first. That's what I usually do. I'm going to go with my gut on this. Egg. Plop her in there. Throw that away. Did that go in the flour? Adds flavor. Hey, Chica. Where'd you see that eggshell go? I'll get it later. And you want, I don't know, like salt or something? Probably salt, right? Salt? Salt sounds good. Some salt, just a bit. Salt. Then water, just a bit. The measurements that my mom uses are just a bit, a good bit, a lot, and that's it. Some, a bit, some, a lot. I think that's generally what it is. And then you mix it up, and you add water until it's the right thing, and then you add flour if you go too far in the water, and then whatever, you got dumplings at the end of it. Anybody have any questions? Are people kicking hard? Guys, I am working very hard to impress Mr. Ramsay. Is it like Dr. Ramsay or something like that? Do chefs get called Chef Ramsay? I actually really don't know. This isn't a joke or anything. I actually don't know what you address someone who... Did he go to school? You go to school for cooking, right? Do you get... Tyler, this whole voice in my head thing is weird. Can they hear you? Why can they not hear you? You're just going to start messing with me. Hello? She lets me know if something goes wrong. If she smells gas and she starts running, then I have a problem. So she's my canary in the coal mine. That's what she is. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. All right, a little more water needed. As you can see, it's getting real lumpy. Okay, so it's really lumpy. Fork, better than any whisk because it's easier to clean. Because a whisk you just get gunked up inside. And you know what's better than a fork? Your hands. So at the end of this, I'm going to do with my hands. Now, this isn't a whole lot of dumpling. I don't think I did nearly enough flour, but at this point, it's too late to change. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to go back and forth on the ratios way too much over the next few. How long do I have? I don't have much time. Gordon's going to see my dumplings aren't ready. He's going to be so mad at me. Also, my mom... I love this recipe. The reason I'm making this one is because I don't really have recipes of my own. I have my mom, she made a lot of Korean dishes and just a lot of improvised cooking. She's a good cook. And then it's just I don't know. I find it very... I'm just content when I cook and make and eat these recipes. It reminds me of home because I haven't been back home for quite a while now, and for obvious reasons. But I haven't been home in a while, and I think that universally, everyone who's ever cooked and everyone who's ever cooked one of their parents' recipes, the best part about it is it tastes like home. Even if you don't even get close to the right recipe, even if you don't do it quite right. You get that ratatouille moment where you know, Anton Ego takes the bite and he's just like back to his childhood. That's what it is for me. Every single time I go on a crazy trip, every single time I eat these dumplings, but it's just like I think it's important. Cooking is just such a universal language, and it's expressed in so many different ways, and there's so many different ways to enjoy cooking. But you know, the bottom of the line is the message that you get from cooking, and especially cooking that has a connection and a story like that is, you know, it can't really be replaced by anything. You know, I'm going to cherish this recipe to the end of my days, and I know I'm never going to do it as good as my mom does, but I hope that every time I do it, I can get just a little bit better at it to make her, I don't know, proud of me. Some crap like that. Is a poll? Okay, all right, what are the options? Tyler's talking in my head. He's telling me that there's this mysterious poll, and I don't know what a poll is doing, but there's something about voting about how Gordon's going to react to my food. And listen, what are the options on the poll? Brilliant. Yeah. Honestly, like, huh? Brilliant. Well, I don't think it's going to be brilliant. I don't think I'll aim for lovely. You know, I'm gonna go for lovely, because if I can get to lovely, I feel like that's a pretty good goal to reach. Okay, now that I've reached this stage, boom, I'm just gonna start going ham with the flour and kneading the crap out of it. The thing is with the dumpling dough that this is, I don't know the whole process of glutenization. I don't know all that crap. All I know is that my mom says mix the hell out of it. So that's what I do. I just freaking gut. Like, she'll mix this stuff for an hour straight, just like nonstop, just constantly just kneading it over and over and over again. And just like endless loops of kneading and kneading and kneading. Just blah, blah. Because you gotta, I don't know what it is. Something about glutens. I've seen like Great British Bake Off, and they always talk about the window test, and I've looked at it sometimes. It doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is that you mix it until it feels right. And when it feels right, you'll know it's right. And until then, you just get to take out all your aggression on it. You just got to talk about it, about all your problems, and you got to get out your stress. And this is where you get your sweat into it. And once your sweat gets into it, it adds the extra salt that you didn't add from before because you never added enough salt. That's what you can do to me, Gordon. Here, you think you can insult my mom's cooking? I'll show you. Oh, it better be lovely. Better be brilliant. Show you. Kind of looks like Gordon. Okay, anyway. Okay, we're at 61,607. I see on my iPad, located dangerously close to the fire, but intelligently far away. So, yeah, this is going to go on for like another minute. So if you guys got any questions for me in chat right now, I do have an opportunity to read them, but let it be known I will probably ignore it.
I have a question, Mark.
What, Tyler?
The audience can hear me now, by the way.
Why can they hear you? My segment.
Yeah, it is. But you were.
You saw how rowdy the chat was when I wasn't on screen before. They're going to be in an uproar.
So I thought you were working out. I thought you could do more with that dumpling dough.
I'll show you, Tyler. This is what I can do to you. I'm going to break my hand on this countertop. My stupid hair is going to get in the way of my vision, and I'm just going to slam my fist right into the marble. Anyway, what was that your question? Did you have a real question, or did you just come in to be stupid?
I just came in to put you in your place a little bit.
Put me in my place. What are you cooking, man? What are you cooking? What are you doing to impress the G-Man?
I mean, a lot of stuff, but right now I'm cooking up this production.
Oh my God, that's the lamest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. God, people, please kick this donation goal so that Tyler feels it through the time-space continuum. Just please kick him in the head via proxy of a donation. Yeah. The good news about this recipe is that you can always add or subtract while you're working on it. There really is no point at which you ruined it. Because I may not have mentioned, but the reason this is my mom's dumplings is because it's kind of a Korean style. And by Korean style, I mean there's a lot of garlic in it. And then you dip the dumplings in soy sauce afterwards. But you really can't go wrong because you just taste it and you're like, oh, it's missing X. Oh, it's too much salt, which is impossible, or too much garlic, which is impossible. Oh, add more water. Oh, too much flour, add more water. Too much water, add more flour. You know, there's really no point at which it's gone past where you want it to be. It's tough. Oh yeah, like I said, if you were asking questions, I was promptly ignoring it. Like I got the potential right here, but I'm just not going to address it at all. No, I'm not going to say my catchphrase. This is a Make-A-Wish stream. I won't do that. No, guys. You guys are terrible, guys. You punish everyone who shames themselves in chat. You have to donate $1 to the shame jar. Everyone shame each other.
Hey, Mark, since we have 15 minutes left, tell us what Make-A-Wish means to you and why you grant so many wishes.
Why do I have only 15 minutes left?
No, that's until Gordon joins.
Oh, God. Well, I'm not done. These take 20 minutes to cook. Ish. All right. Well,
that sounds like a you problem.
It sounds like a you problem. What do you... Man. Okay, fine. Okay, so you could roll them out with a rolling pin, or you could not dishonor my family and do it by hand. So you just want to get it up to more of a boil. It was on simmer. By the way, did I tell you you needed to add heat to it? I didn't say that at the beginning of it, but the soup does need fire. Or electrical heat, or an induction stove if you're weird. Just any way you can get heat into it is probably the best option. But then you want to turn the heat up when you're adding dumplings for some reason. There's probably some science behind it. The glutens. I don't know, they're afraid of fire or something. I don't know, whatever. You want to just get them thin, you draw them out and rip them off by hand. I swear, guys, I've been working out. I'm out of breath, but working the dough is not the easiest thing in the world. You can get a pretty good workout cooking if you really put your elbow into it, which, in Korean cooking is traditionally all elbow. Tyler, are you there?
Always.
Tyler? No, smile always, am I right? Anyway, can you tell me what the poll says?
Sure. The poll is saying brilliant with $2,160 is leading. My grand could do better, has $415 donated to it, is in third. Lovely is in second with $670. And then Rubbish and Delicious are both hovering around the $100 mark as the behind two. So they really believe in you, Mark.
Okay, that's good. I mean, the thing is, and you asked me about Make-A-Wish and what it means to me. But before I get to that, I'll say, the thing about cooking is, there's so many ranges of cooking. Like, there's professional cooking that's incredible and all these nuances of the flavor and the various decadence that you get in the entire experience is incredible. And then there's really good home cooking, and really good home cooking is often more simple because it needs to be done quickly or whatever have you. But honestly, most of the time I appreciate those simple meals so much more just because of what they represent to me and what they represent to my childhood. I've been to fancy restaurants before, but I've never really enjoyed the experience as much as just being able to come home and my mom, given that she's Korean, Koreans have just this thing about feeding. They just want people to eat and make sure that people eat. It's a huge part of the culture, and just coming home and she's already been cooking for 8 hours before I even got there. I get there, there's a 16-course meal ready for me at the door. That's really special. And to kind of tie this into why Make-A-Wish means so much to me is because with these kids, the biggest thing that always gets me choked up is the fact that they lose some of that sense of normalcy that we all take for granted. Children who go through these tough experiences, and they take it so well, and that's what also gets me, because they're so strong and so brave, but just they lose a little bit of that normalcy. And if returning that normalcy, or maybe even turning the abnormal into extraordinary, is just meeting me or like having a conversation with me, like I'm so happy to do that, and I'm so happy to be able to enable these kids to fulfill their wishes and fulfill their dreams, because like they've been through so much, and it's the freaking least that I could do. That's why I'll never hesitate to donate to Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'll never hesitate to do a wish. Like it's just those little things that we neglect to remember how much they mean to us. And it's like this food. Like I think this idea of cooking is a beautiful thing, because food is just this perfect unifier for everyone. I like the vast majority of the wishes have been actually like at some place where we could also get a meal, and just being able to sit down and have a meal with someone is really special. Any opportunity to do so, even if you don't even speak the same language, like just sit down and have a meal with someone, and like you can communicate more than you would ever know. Hey, who's cutting onions in here? Guys, gosh, give us some donations. Where are we at? Tyler, what is the donation goal at?
We are currently at 64,600 and
well,
rising.
That's not enough. What do we do? The goal's 100,000. We only got 10 minutes before Gordon gets here so we can hit this goal. The hell is going on? What's going on,
and they only
guys?
have 5 more minutes of hearing me as the voice in your head.
Are they still hearing you?
Yep.
Yeah, guys, I need to tell the starfish story. This will really get to you. Tyler, you know the starfish story, right?
Oh, I'm well versed in the starfish.
All right, cool. Starfish story incoming. Get ready, guys. Get the tissues out. So this kid, right? He's on a beach. All right, just strutting along the beach. Sees a starfish, picks it up, freaking shot puts it 100 yards into the ocean. Like you never seen anything like it. There's this old man, like reading the newspaper. One of the starfish, right through the newspaper, right past his head. He goes, "Oh, what was that?" Looks at this kid is just chucking starfish, just hucking them, just really like just like out of this world. Like some of them I think went into orbit. I think they're still actually in orbit and almost threatened the International Space Station. Like this kid is just the greatest starfish hucker in the world. And so the old man goes over to the kid and he goes like he goes sorry, I'm just getting choked up about it. He goes to the kid like, "Man, I've never seen anyone yuck starfish like you before." And the kid looks up at the old man, looks down at the beach, sees one more starfish, hucks it in, and goes, "It mattered to that one."
Mark, you butchered the heck out of that story.
What? No, that was a perfect rendition. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I need to tell them the real story? Is that what you're trying to get me to do?
No, I told it perfectly. What are you talking about? I mean, tell your version if you think it's different, but I mean, it can't be that different.
Oh, so there's a beach that's littered with millions of starfish, and if you guys don't know, when starfish get littered on the beach, they dry up, and unfortunately they pass because they get dried up. Now this beach is covered in millions of starfish. Every day they get washed ashore, and this kid walks along and picks up a starfish that comes across his feet and throws in the water, and does this time and time again every starfish that crosses his path. And this old man is watching him as he's going through and doing this thing, and he's thinking in his head like, "This, why is he doing this? This doesn't make any sense. He's not making an impact." So eventually the old man gets up the courage and walks over to the kid and interrupts him as he's doing this and says, "Son, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You can't possibly make an impact. It's not making a difference." And the kid, without saying anything, looks down at his feet, picks up the starfish and throws it back in the ocean to save its life, and goes, "It mattered to that one." So no matter how little you can give, how much you can do, know it matters. It could be the $1 that pushes to be able to do a bigger wish for somebody else or something along those lines. Those $1 are just as important as any other donation. They make a major impact.
Well, I don't see how our stories were that much different. That sounded exactly like mine. Hello? Hello? I think technical difficulty. Hello? Pretty close? All right, anyway, so the moral of the story, I guess, is any contribution that you make is enough. If you can donate $1, if you can right now donate $1, if you can, why aren't you? It matters. It does. It all adds up. It's the little actions that make the differences in the world. It's no one person needs to make a monumental effort. Everyone needs to just do what they can. So long as they're helping, at the end of the day, that's what's going to get it to the threshold. So right now I'm going to make another donation. This is now in the pot. I'm going to taste test it after I get this done just to see if the broth is right. But if you guys can make a donation, why not? Right? All right, so I need to get my kicking up into gear. So hang on one second. I got to make a more substantial kick here. But if you can make a donation, please take the time to do so now. The link is right down there in the description through Tiltify, immediately down there. We can get darn close to this goal before Gordon gets in here. I really do think we can. So take the time now, make a donation, whatever you can. It means the world to the kids who are going to benefit from these wishes, from the memories that they're going to be able to make, and just like the moments that they're going to be able to hold on to. So take the time to do it now. No joking around. If you've never donated before in your life and you can, please do. All right, I just made my next donation. I kicked the crap out of it. Okay,
Just like
so now we got
Starfish. Make-A-Wish changes those kids' world.
Starfish, shucking them. Just like imagine you were drop kicking a starfish, right? You see these starfish, they are insulting you, and they are on this. They're walking up on the beach like, "Hey, you're nothing. I'm gonna get you," and you were like, "No way!" And you just freaking right into orbit, and you just right out of this world. You know what I mean, Tyler? You know what I mean?
100%.
100%, man. 100%. We are on the same page. All right, so now comes the ever important tasting phase, because you didn't know what you did this whole time, so you have no idea how it's turned out. But you have a general sense of how to fix it because you're good at fixing mistakes. Improvisation and fixing things. That's
so, Chad,
my
I'm going to
cooking.
go back to being just a voice in Mark's head. Have a good one. Keep donating. Keep making this this impact.
All right, thank you, Tyler. What are we at? 73,000? That's pretty good, but I know we can do better. All right, so what I'm looking for when I taste this is it's too late to get any more chicken in this, but I could add chicken anyway. That does need a little bit of time, especially if you're coming from bouillon to a little develop. I don't know why, but it just takes some time. That's what, in my experience. But I can add garlic, salt, pepper, and more water if it needs it. I doubt it needs more water, because the more it boils away, the more delicious the broth gets. That burned my tongue. It's not true authentic Korean cooking until you burn your tongue. Yeah, I'm fine. It was so hot I couldn't taste what was missing. Let me try that again. I don't think I put enough garlic in there. If you're ever making a dish and you have to ask yourself, did I put enough garlic in it? You didn't put enough garlic in it. That's basic cooking. Now I have these nice fresh garlic over there, but I got minced garlic. I think that's faster, so I'm just gonna put minced garlic. Good enough. 80K? Heck yeah, guys. That's pretty good. But I think we can do better. I think we can kick it a little harder. Tell you what, guys, for the next 3 minutes until Gordon comes on, I'm going to match every donation. I'll tell you that much. Until Gordon Ramsay comes back on right now, in like 3 minutes, I'm going to match all your donations. But you got to start kicking now, or else my kick ain't going to have the power. You got to get the kick in there. Also, good cooking guide, small spoon always means teaspoon. You have a smaller spoon than a big. It doesn't matter if your big spoon is this big and your small spoon is like that big. Doesn't matter. Smaller one's a teaspoon. Okay, I also think it needed more salt and maybe a little more pepper. I'm always hesitant to try to season it before I get the dumplings in, because the way the flour interacts with it, depending on what the ratio is, which changes all the time, changes how it tastes. So really, it's just like feeling it out. It's too hot. I shouldn't even try this. Hey, Tyler, were you keeping track of when I said my big proclamation to know how much? Tyler, do you know when I said my big statement so that you can know how much I need to kick? Was anyone paying attention? I wasn't even looking. Perfect. Ah, that's really good. It'd be better if. Okay, 80,400 was what it was at. I think it was a little lower than that. I think it was like 79 something. Yeah, I'll go with that. I think it was like 7. Let's just say 79 to make it even. Make it a little easier. All right. So what I'm looking for here is just the kind of right richness for the broth. I'm just tasting to the point where it really hits, and you get that satisfying. Oh, like apparently I don't know why people think I groan a lot when I eat hot foods. I think that's just a natural reaction. I don't think I'm weird. I think that's just what it is. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the right salty. Like this for me, this is a very salty dish. I like salty soups. It's not like excessively salty to the point where people would hate it, except that it probably is, but they're too weak anyway to enjoy good soup. So but I don't like to overseason it here. I'll do it in my bowl so that anyone else eating it doesn't get too much salt. But I'm looking for like the hit of garlic. There's celery in here too. If I didn't mention that, there's celery. It's kind of like you slice it to about maybe like a couple millimeters thick. Put about like half a bunch. Like you cut down celery and you look until you say like, oh, that's a good bit. You shove the good bit in there, and then you just like flavor it up as much as you can. I think it needs just a little more pepper. But no, this is pretty much getting there. And the best strategy for this is if you do have to draw a bowl earlier, don't get as many dumplings on the first time, because the dumplings, if you're getting it early, like it's around 15-20 minutes, like it's never going to be enough to get those initial ones cooked. Just enjoy the broth, because the broth is good, and get like 1 or 2 dumplings. And then when you have your second bowl, which you will always have a second bowl because it's that good, the rest of the dumplings will be ready, and then you can eat those. It really is a meal that you can cook up in no time flat. Like the broth, the chicken breasts, they take like 15 minutes to boil. The broth, it's just as fast as you can scoop the bouillon in there. The garlic is as fast as you can scoop it in there. Salt, pepper. The only thing that takes time is the dumplings, and those like 5 minutes to mix, 10 minutes to knead it, put it in, 20 minutes. You can have this whole thing done in an hour if you were in a big hurry, which I was, and I did. So I'm proof. What am I trying to get? Bowl. Who the hell is in there? Bowl. Okay, bowl. Right? So everyone needs a bowl. Hello? What happened? Who's there? No one. What's the goal at? 87K? Hey, you can make this hurt worse than that. I know you can make this hurt worse than that. I'm matching all donations right now. Why aren't you donating? Where's all the kicks? I don't see no kicks. What's going on here? What's happening? Pitiful. Those starfish are making fun of you right now. You know what those starfish talk shoot about you? Doing great, guys. Anyway, so well, you need the last step is soy sauce. The last step is soy sauce. So this is optional. It's not optional, actually. It is not optional at all. Just a little soy sauce to dip the dumplings in. This is literally the only thing that'll make it Korean. Besides the gratuitous amounts of garlic and my mom making it, this is pretty much the thing that's going to make it Korean. You can put a little vinegar in there if you want it. I usually don't, just because I like just the soy sauce straight up. But once you have this, as soon as Gordon comes on here, I'm going to draw myself a bowl, and then ba-ba-da-bing, ba-da-ba-boom. There you go. All right, it is now 11:02. I'm going to call this. He was supposed to. Tyler, where is he? Where is Gordon? All right, we're going to call that there, because what that does is I'm going to donate. I'm going to say that was 10,000. I'm going to say that you guys made me pay $10,000, which is a good chunk of change, and that should put us right to the goal, which means that everyone else gets to go home. All right, let's see if this will even go through. I have no idea. He would. He would. He's afraid is what it is. He's afraid. I get it. All right, there it is. There's my donation. All right, should be at 100. Kaboom. It should be coming in any minute now. Bam. That's how you do it. Boom. Finish my shoot. Finish the goal. Now we just got to go farther than that. Yeah. Where is it? I don't see it. Did it go through? Fraud prevention calling me right now. Hello. There it is. Yay! Goal. See? Ain't too bad. Ain't too hard. I really want to eat this soup right now. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. And just trying to get it back to a simmer. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? Same position that I was before, or is this a new position? Should I stand in the center? I'm guessing I should just. Tyler's in my ears. He's kind of trying to give me instructions about what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Yeah, okay, all right, he'll be there. All right, cool. I guess I just stand here awkwardly until then. Okay, I have time. Okay. Well, what do I have time for? I was literally racing to get this done. I was trying to do it perfect. It's like I was just finishing one of those cooking shows or whatever. I think they do cooking shows on the TV, you know, and I'm so ready for it, but I guess I'm not gonna. I guess I can clean off my counter. That's probably a good idea. It's an important strategy to clean as you go when you're cooking. Did you guys know that at home? That way you don't have as much mess. Random eggshells that are everywhere. Well, I mean, wasn't Kitchen Nightmares the show about the restaurants that were terrible? Well, I don't have a restaurant then. What am I going to be on there for? You didn't think this insult through, did you, Tyler? No one can even hear you, and the shame. Oh, no, Tyler, don't cry. Oh, it's okay, Tyler. Listen, I didn't mean to roast you that. Tyler, oh, man. Oh, don't quit streaming. Oh, no. Don't delete your Twitter. Oh, it's okay, man. Oh. Tyler, you good with your Yeah, guys, you got to donate to prevent Tyler from deleting. He's sobbing uncontrollably. His heaving sobs, like it's just, it's deafening. The anguish right now. He's a very sensitive soul, guys. You got to donate to help him heal his soul. He's right. Oh, he's chanting "Smile Always" right now. He can't stop. Oh man, Tyler, it's okay. It's okay, guys. Donate, please. Donate with a hashtag Smile Always for Tyler. Oh. All right. Anyway, I'm clean here. I guess I could clean this bowl too. Is this thrilling content for everybody at home? Maybe I should be more nervous. You know, Gordon is about to judge my food. How do I get this to him? Are we going to do a thing where I hand a bowl off to the side of the screen and somehow that magically gets over to him? Does he have a bowl? Does he have a bowl over there ready? Did he make this recipe too? He did, didn't he? Oh, what a sweetheart. How's he going to taste that? What? Was he watching me? Was he watching me cook? Was he watching me cook? Was he watching me cook? Oh, good. All right, then all should be well. I didn't know he was watching me cook. I thought he was just going to judge the final. I might have taken that a bit more seriously if I knew he was watching. Oops. Oh, good, good. Thanks, man. Thanks. You always got my back. Here I am just crazily talking to a voice in my ear. How's everybody at home? How's everyone doing it? What's going on? How you doing? Why cook without the drill? Yeah, I have it set to light mode. What's wrong with light mode? It's the day right now. It's the day right now. Night mode. If you don't train up your high brightness, your high beam cones in your eye, they're gonna atrophy. You got to train them up. You got to get used to it. That's why so many people go outside nowadays and they're just like, oh, like because it's actually painful. You got to deal with it. It's not masochism. It's just making sure your body is capable and ready. Don't ask what just happened right now. I'm fine. But make sure your body is capable and ready to face any challenge that it meets. Challenge yourself with light mode. Also, I just like light mode better. I don't know what it is about it. 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Oh. He doesn't have AirPods. He's probably running into the same problem that I had before. Whatever. How's everyone at home? Do anybody have any questions for you? Tyler, do they have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? No, why would you? It's just going to get cold in the bowl. Hello? 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 Oh, hey, you said someone was ready, so I assumed that it was time. We're almost there, everyone. In the meantime, you can still make a donation if you want to. It's always an option. Right there. If you haven't donated yet. If you're just joining the stream, Gordon Ramsay is about to judge my cooking. But in the meantime, we are raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So please, use the link in the description below to donate. And see what you can do. Where's Chica? No, that's Henry. Hi, Henry. How are you doing? Hey, Henry. How you doing? There she is. Hi, Chica. How you doing? Hey, good girl. You want to say hi to the stream? Chica, you want to say hi? Well, that's very cute. Come here. Come here. Let's say hi to the stream. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Here we go. Nah, she doesn't want to be picked up. I won't pick her up if she don't want it. Yeah. Henry, you want to be picked up? Henry, you want to be picked up? Henry, pick up. Pick up, Henry. Pick up, Scoop. It's the Scoop time. Scoop to my loop. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da-da-dum. Beep beep. Bum bum. Da-da-da-da-dee. Beep beep. Bum bum. Da-da-dee. Da-da-dee. Da-da-doo-da-dee. Da-bum. Ba-dum-bum. I'm sorry, Henry. Ah, man. I'm really sorry about that. Does no one have any questions for me? Anyone? What's good, Mark? I don't know. My cooking? How about that? Yeah. I don't know. There's other recipes that I thought about doing. I thought about doing Mama Doom's meatloaf, but that would have taken a lot more time. And there's really nothing that I could have shown because the last two stages are just baking it like hell. You got to parboil. That one takes longer. I actually have posted that one. There was a ton of people that when I posted Mama Doom's meatloaf recipe that made it and said like, holy crap, this is an incredible meatloaf. And I'm like, I know, right? It's so simple. The ingredients are really, really nothing to it. And it's like passed down from my great grandma, who was literally named Mama Doom. I hear, I don't know if anyone at home can hear it, but I hear clanging and banging and smashing in my ear. And I'm just assuming that's Tyler just like punching all of the equipment that he can, just like trying to wreck it all. Oh, I lead us in. Do I make it dramatic or do I make it? Hey, everyone at home, listen. The moment you've been waiting for is finally arriving. I'm going to be put into my place while Gordon judges my cooking, which is, by an extension, my mom's cooking. So if he doesn't like my cooking, he technically doesn't like my mom's cooking. Wink, wink, wink. Okay? Cool. So now I toss it to Gord. Hello. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god. My dad is not feeling very well. So I'm taking over. Hey, say goodnight, bud. Oh my goodness me. Right.
Hello.
First of all, still late. Guys, good evening and welcome to Cooking Up Wishes Live. That's right, we're live from London. So sorry I've been a little bit late. Now, if Oscar cries, I apologize in advance. If Peanut or Bruno barks, again, I apologize in advance. But enough of my vet clinic. Tonight, we are here not only to celebrate the holidays, but my love for the amazing chicken wings and a delicious hot sauce. But also to support, more importantly, the amazing work that Make-A-Wish America does. Now, as you may or may not know, Make-A-Wish is an organization that's very near and dear to my heart. And I've been working closely with them all for the last 15 years, ever since I stepped foot in America. Every wish kit and a loom has meant the world to me personally. And any time a request comes through, honestly, it's a big fat yes. But I've missed making new friends and helping to give hope to those who are battling critical illnesses, especially across the pandemic. It's the one big thing, honestly, I miss most. And though I can't see you all in person, okay, I promise you, we're gonna have the biggest party when this is all over.
Hello.
Hey Mark,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. I'm so good. It's so good to meet you. I can I fanboy at first, then I can get it out of the way and then move on to you judging harshly my cooking. I've watched your stuff for so long. I've watched many tutorials. None of it has rubbed off on me, but it's always entertaining to watch. I love the shows that you've done. Just like you're just an incredible inspiration as far as cooking goes, and just like it's an honor to meet you.
Mate, you're a legend. Congrats on the 25 million subscribers. I'm fascinated by, you know, the sort of magic you bring, but more importantly, the kind of twists and fun you have with it. So well done. Great work.
Oh, thank you. Like most of the things I do, I just try to emulate my mom, like with this cooking. She's funnier than I'd ever hoped to be. So I'm a shadow of my own mother, but this recipe right here is from my mom. So did you see me cook it at all?
I did. I've been watching literally and changing Oscar's diaper and getting the dinner ready and hoovering and emptying the dishwasher at the same time. Multitasking as always.
That's incredible. So hopefully you weren't paying too close attention to my cooking. I'm just going to pour a bowl real quick, and then you can take a look at it. I'll explain it, and then I'll let you get on with the rest of the stream so you can do a lot of good for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Thank you.
So this is quote-unquote Korean-style chicken and dumplings. It's a really basic recipe. Usually I'd make it with boiling a whole chicken, but what it is just basic dumplings, flour, salt, egg, water. The broth is just, right now, it's just 2 chicken breasts and some bouillon, garlic, celery, salt, pepper. That's it. But it's just like, it warms me up. It makes me feel like home. And then you take the dumplings, you dip them in soy sauce, and that's...
Absolutely spot on for this time of year, Mark. And more importantly, big congrats to Mum. Having spent time in South Korea and understanding what they do with that sort of humble ingredients, elevating it to the next level, bloody delicious. Good job. 8 out of 10.
Yay, thank you. That's better than I could ever hope for. Thank you.
Well done, bud.
All right, well, I'll let you get on with it. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to be on here with you. I wish you the best.
Amazing.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
All
Excellent.
Right.
Thanks, bud. Do we start
Bye.
Again? Do we start again? I talk to Mark all the time. Do we start again? Right.